When you're asked to factor, what you're going to want to do is look for the terms that you can pull out of all of the terms that you're given. And a lot of times it's only going to be a single term. So here we've got a quadratic trinomial, and I need to factor this. So what can go into all three of those terms? So first we look at the coefficient. Can 5 go into 15 and 10? It can. So we're going to put a 5 on the outside, and that is actually our highest degree term that can get pulled out. We can pull out a 5. Next, we're going to look at the variable, see if we can pull any of the variables out, and we cannot. So we just leave the 5 on the outside. And we're going to divide these three terms by 5, and what's left we keep inside the parentheses. So 5x squared divided by 5, we just take the 5 away. We can even mark him off. 15 divided by 5 is 3. So this is plus 3x. Keep the variables. And then 10 divided by 5 is 2. And that's it. Moving on to the next guy, we can see that there's obviously more variables here, but we're first going to look at the coefficient, just like the previous one. Can 7 go into 21 and negative 14? Yes, it can. Can we pull an x out of all three? Yes. Can we pull an x squared? We can pull it out of the first one and the second term, but we can't pull it out of this term. So we can only pull out a single x. And can we pull a y squared out of all three? Well, we can pull it out of the first term and the second term, but not the third term. So we can only pull out a single y since all three have that in common. So what do we have left once we factor out the 7xy? Well, the 7's gone. We took one of the x's away, one of the y's away, plus 21 divided by 7 is 3. We took one of the x's away, so no more x's. We took one of the y's away, but we have one left over. Keep the sign, that's a minus. 14 divided by 7 is 2. We took one of the x's away, there were 2, so now there's a single x. And then we took the one y away that it had, and so we completely factored it out. 7xy. All right, the bottom left, here we just have a binomial, and again we look to see if we can pull out a coefficient. We can pull out the 7. Can we pull out an x? Yes, but only a single one. So 7x, and that's it. What do we have left over? Well, we took away the 7, we took away one of the x's, one's left over. Keep the sign, minus 14 divided by 7 is 2, and the one x it had was taken away. Okay, and then last one, what can we pull out of 32 and 48? Do they have anything in common? And so these are a little bit bigger, and so you're going to have to just kind of guess and check. What can I pull out of 32? And first off, let's see if 48 can get divided by 32. 48 divided by 32. No, 1.5. So what else can go into both? Let's try 16. 32 divided by 16. Yes, and 48 divided by 16. Yes, so 16 can go into both of them. 16. We can pull r's out. We can pull 2 r's out, so r squared. And we can pull 2 of the s's out, so s squared. So what do I have left? Well, 32 divided by 16, we got 2. R cubed, r squared was divided out, leaving us with 1r. S squared was dividing that out, so we have no s's left, so we put plus. 48 divided by 16 is 3. R squared, we took away. S cubed, we took away s squared, so there's one s left over. And that is our final factor form.